Hi folks, G3 here. Today's episode I'm looking at Scence Natural Zinc Sunscreen.
Let's go for a swim.
Now I'm quite well known for running a number of tests on natural deodorant, and one of those that I tested in the past is by a company called Scence, and they are a UK based company. Recently they sent me a number of their natural deodorants to test, but included in the package was this Scence Natural Zinc Sunscreen. Now I'm not an expert on sun protection, I must state that from the start, and obviously I've been sent this to test, so I didn't buy it, it was given to me by Scence to test, so you need to be aware of that. Let's take a look at what they say on the packet. It is a cardboard tube, so that is going to be fully recyclable, so that's good. A natural zinc sunscreen. It says around the bottom that it's vegan, it is broad spectrum protection, instantly effective, reef safe for anyone that is going to be swimming. It's a SPF 30 for all the family with organic coconut oil and mango butter. The ingredients are now apologies for this in advance: Mangifera indica seed butter, cocos nucifera oil, zinc oxide,
coconut perlite or caprate, polyglycerol 3 polyrhinochlorate, isosteric acid, helianthus anise seed,
and it's got some aroma, which is organic fruit flavour oils. Now the way that they say to operate this is to twist and open the tube and to gently push up from the base. So it's just like the natural deodorants. You twist to take the top off, and then you've got a cardboard tube at the bottom which you will push up with your thumb. It says to gently push the base up to release the sunscreen. Warm the balm against the skin for 3 seconds, then apply generously to face and body before sun exposure. Reapply after excessive perspiring, swimming or toweling. It's suitable for all the family and all skin types, including sensitive. Scence is a family business committed to creating the highest quality, effective and sustainable skincare without compromise. They formulate and make their natural hand-poured balms in beautiful Cornwall in the UK. I can confirm it is beautiful. The price of this sun protection, I have seen it online for around about the £20 price point. It's not cheap, but then decent sun protection isn't. So I think this is a reasonable expense, and obviously you want to make sure that it's doing the right thing for you. So I will give it a go. Pop, slide it off. Smells quite pleasant, actually. I like that. That feels nice and cool. Oh, actually that's just a little squidge has come on quite easily there. Yeah, rubbed in quite nicely. I can see a slightly lighter area on my skin to see where, you know, that is actually on there, so I can tell where I've done. Actually, I'm finding this one a little bit easier to apply because I'm being a little bit more disciplined. Whether that would always be the case when I'm sort of rushing to get it on or not, I don't know. It's not gloopy and sticky. It'll be interesting to know what it's like when Mrs. G3 and I are in Thailand, where it can sort of be regularly around 40. I think this might be a bit melty by then, so you might need to keep it as cool as possible. We're on holiday in Lanzarote at the moment. For the 4 or 5 days that we're here, I'm going to test it on my left arm. On everywhere else on my right arm, I'm going to use my normal suntan lotion, and I'll sort of check the difference, see how it is. The temperature here at the moment is around about sort of 28, 29 degrees, pretty much clear sun for the next few days, so I think it'll be a good test.
Quite difficult to wrap all over, because when you stick on it kind of like stay in one place. But I do like the texture.
And also to remind you that our mini club is open for all the kids on your building of the
and then
hotel.
you just cover one area, cover.
For
this,
and the super animators, we are open from 11 to 1 p.m.
You have to
Work it harder to move it.
make it cover, because the richness and thickness of the cream itself.
I suppose down to personal preference, I quite like that. That you're having tighter control of it.
I kind of like the smell of medicine a bit, like the smell of hospital a bit. I like that. I just feel like, oh, you've got something decent on. like the fact that you can control the direction where you want to apply as well. But if you are a couple and then you got this, bring it to share between yourself and your wife, you're gonna do a little bit of massage on each other, don't you? Encourage love. Let's see, at the end of the day today, how tan I'm gonna become. I got dry skin this area here. I don't know the camera can see or not. And see, it's gonna get rid of my dry skin or not. Yeah, it's kind of moisture. Moist it up a bit. Isn't it? Look at the dry skin gone.
Yeah.
Good that my skin can soak up a little bit of moisture. I never put any other products on my face apart from this one, Eucerin SPF50, but I'm gonna sacrifice my face for you to see am I gonna irritate to this or not. Is it gonna create any blemishes or acne or not? Am I ready for this? No, but I wanted to test this. As you can see, I rub it in the same direction of pore. I'm not gonna rub it upward because it's against the pore direction, isn't it? That way then, I'm not gonna have any blemishes. It feels quite light, but not obviously not as light as this Eucerin, which is what they're well known for. I can still feel the cream on my face. I'm really honest with you. This is the first time I put this on my face. In my opinion, it's quite light actually. Not what I expected. I thought it's gonna be like really oily and thick, but it's quite light, but not as light as this. Yeah, I like it. I would put maybe 8.5 to 9 out of 10.
And see what it's like as it during the day when it's on.
Yeah. Hi, I'm back. After having the products on my face, I couldn't feel any irritate or thing like that at all. I really like it on my face and on my skin. But after having a swim, and I can feel the oiliness from this part of me has gone, but still feel the oiliness on my nose, my T-zone area, which means I assume the sun cream still stick on my skin by this T-zone area, but not this area because most of the time it touched the water. And on my body, the oiliness still here, but a little bit. I can still feel the oiliness, but not much. After 3.5 hours, I think I'm gonna top it up again. I'm getting tanner and tanner without any burn, at all. I feel good. Come and have a look. Can you see the difference? And whoa, that's my actual skin. That's the tan line I achieved without burning. I love it.
Hi folks, it's me back in slightly cooler surroundings. We did have a nice break and I was able to test this. I haven't paid for this. They did send it to me, so please be aware of that. But as always, I am telling you my honest feedback on this, whether they gave it to me or not. It's just how I found it, and hopefully that will help you. Well, and also in this instance, how Mrs. G3 found it, because she's going to be more of a critic when it comes to sun cream than I would be. So it's good to get her take on it. So what do we think of it in general? Well, actually, I like it. It's good. I like the fact that it's quite solid and a small thing rather than the big liquid sunscreen. So I mean, I'd imagine that with those there's probably a little bit of additional liquid to bulk it out, whereas this is just contained in the stick form, and so it's quite compact. And although there's a little bit of a weight to it, it's 80 grams for this. That's quite minimal compared to what you'd be taking with a sun cream in a liquid form in a larger bottle. We both thought it was a good product, good to use. It was fairly easy to apply, putting it on and then squidging out. It was very easy to apply, getting in all the nooks and crannies because it was staying on the surface of where you're putting it. If you know, if you want to put it on underneath, then it would stay there. It's not like a sun cream that might be more liquid and drip off. This was staying on there to rub in, so that was good. I was finding that I was well protected, and although I was topping it up throughout the day, which is good practice to make sure that you are protected against the sun, I found that it was staying on me and that it was giving that good protection. Obviously not when we went in for a swim. We would have to top it up after we came out from that. It wasn't a waterproof one. It was, I think, water resistant, I think is the wording. But, you know, for your own protection, you need to go and put it back on afterwards. Now, I can tell you that the tube is down to about there. So between us, for a week's use, I used about 1 centimetre in here. I know that's not particularly very technical, but that's all I can give you really to tell you sort of what it was. So I've still got quite a bit of this tube to go. So it's quite long lasting. And I was making sure, although largely I try and stay out of the sun. So a lot of the time, when I had my sun bed, I was making sure I was in the shade. But even so, I was still putting on some sun cream for when I'm walking around, going to get a drink, going to the toilet, that sort of stuff. So I was making sure that I was covered anyhow, so I was using it. But it was lasting well, so that's good. We are going away to Thailand soon, so we will be using this again in, what, 40 degrees temperatures roughly, I would imagine, quite fierce sun. So I think I'm going to get good use out of this. I'm going to be taking this with me rather than the more liquid based sun protection that I was using previously. This will take up less space and it's very effective. So yeah, it's good. Whilst I'm not an expert in sun protection, I am a user of sun protection. So from my point of view, I think this is a pretty good one. I think it's worthwhile. I think it's pretty good price, good value, and it did exactly what I was hoping to do. So give it a go. Try it out for yourself. This Scence Natural Zinc Sunscreen, and it is the SPF 30. So yeah, there we go. Well, there you go, folks. I hope you found that useful. If you did, then please click the like button down below. And please leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of this, if you've used it or whether you're going to, or what sun protection that you're using at the moment. I'd love to hear from you. Up next, I've got this video that I think you might find useful. And if you haven't done so already, then why not subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you get notified when I load up a new video. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Until next time, bye.